Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Jets and the Indianapolis Colts. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Indianapolis. Taylor now from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. The 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Colts. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, Tim? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team to just score, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
This could be it. This could be it. This could be the turning point.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense for the Colts, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Second down throw coming by Willis.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
3rd down, it's Willis. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice, because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On play action, Young.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys Couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Young to throw it.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd and 9. Willis.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On the set. Trap 50. Trap 50. Double Ranger. Double Ranger. 19 Wyatt.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A first down carry by Elliott. They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. With that run, Charles, he passed Hall of Famer Curtis Martin for 5th all-time, over 14,100 yards rushing. I'm not sure what more he can accomplish.
Well, in his mind, he thinks he can continue on and get up to #1 on the all-time rushing list. But you're exactly right. What a career and what accomplishments. And to pass Curtis Martin, who is known by his Hall of Fame coach with the Jets and the Patriots as Wonder Boy, well, that's a big-time deal. So if you're passing a guy that they call Wonder Boy, you're a heck of a player.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
To throw, here's Willis.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 15.
And partner, I think this is what long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3-4 quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Young.
For Marshall, that's complete. And some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup.
First and 10, Taylor now.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
And there for the stop defensively, Nick Bonito.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go play action. Young.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
Give him the completion, no gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Young. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
The center receiver in motion to the left.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Second down, Willis looks to throw here.
And this is going to be caught by Smith for a jet touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
A give for Taylor running right side.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point looking good by Garibay.
And that makes the score 14-7. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Second down, here's Willis.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Now Willis.
This is Smith with the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Goes right back to Smith again.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 83 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
On the jump. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals. 19 Wyatt.
Willis will look to throw it.
And a quick throw here that's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
Shotgun again to Elliott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Willis will look to throw on first down.
Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Touchdown, Jets.
Malik Willis
keeping it himself from 10 yards away.
And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20. Here's Young. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. Cut back in. Cut back in.
Young now. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taking it about the 36. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
And the Jets will take over.
Ready?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
But the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Has a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Willis. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Caught a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, brings up 4th down now. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 17 yards on the fake punt, and that's going to be a first down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief in, hey, we're going to get it done.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
On the ready. 19.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Now he's going up top for Wilson.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jet.
Garrett Wilson,
42 yards
as they have taken the lead.
Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taylor now from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up. Down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 91 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
I think they like this drive a little bit better. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ready?
It's Young off play action. It's caught outright by Graham. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Go!
6 yards left on 2nd down. Young quickly to the flat, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
1st and 10, Young. And will be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Ready? Warriors, 70.
To the air on 1st down, here's Willis. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Okay, ready?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
70 Ranger.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, based on the last 2 play calls we just witnessed, the word conservative is not in their playbook. Incomplete, and then they decide to throw deep from this point on the field. That's a team that's really getting after it.
19 White.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Again to throw. Willis on 2nd down. From left side, it's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Willis looking to throw on 1st down. He finds Wilson.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
They're going to run a little pop pass here.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Elliott is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Young, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now here's Young. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, you hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. I like to use it more too because it helps him steam behind absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, 21.6 miles per hour. Now this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Called out a very strong gain of 24.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And the slot man goes in motion left. To the air on first down. Here's Willis. This will complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, Willis. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Willis. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Touchdown, New York. Malik Willis, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taylor now from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Wide open. It's Marshall complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. Room here to run. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 166 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Young.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 15 yards.
And the Colts have got it back to within a score. An extra point up and good by Garraway.
Cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
From the gun, here's Willis.
He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete.
From the dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Back to throw, Willis.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Cut 19! 19 tight! 19 tight!
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
A quick throw by Young, caught out wide. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that's going to bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Final minute now in the third quarter. Throwing on second down. Young. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack.
Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it 4th down. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this third quarter.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Jonathan Garibay out there now, and this is a big pressure spot.
This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash.
Garibay's kick is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3 with a starting field position like that. 3's not where you're banking it.
You just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Here we go.
Play action. Willis
steps away. This is Smith with a grab. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33.
19 driving, 19 driving.
1st and 10, it's Willis. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here we go, here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
60
Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That's Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker who got in and dropped into the turf.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
The Jets on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long. Got a man, it's Judy, complete.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Now Willis to throw.
And he's got it. Touchdown.
Garrett Wilson
With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been. To a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Young's throw pulled in by Marshall.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on second and long. Young. And a quick throw here. That's complete. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
And that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Young will set to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. John Johnson with the INT. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Top right, 18 runners, 18 runners.
On first down, Willis. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Looking to throw again on second down. Willis. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Colts are right back in this football game. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Nick Bonito able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Let's go now. Panther 11, Panther 11. Hurt. Right there, hurt.
Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there.
with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. For Marshall, that's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Young now. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And they'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So 2 scores down, time definitely not. Here comes the onside kick. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Willis looking to throw on first down. And my goodness, another interception. And the Coltsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. In all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. That throw by Young incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle down.
Still have hope.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So the clock sits at 16 seconds as they line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Willis back to throw it.
Complete. Smith has it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often.